Hello students, so today's topic is statistical averages. So today we will study some terms which we use in statistics. So the first and the most common term which is used in statistics is mean or average. In our terms we'll call it as the expected value or most expected value. It is denoted by small mx, also called as the expected value of a random variable capital X. Okay, so it is written as mx is written as expectation of, okay, e of denotes the expectation operator, so mx is written as expectation of x in square brackets, so e of x. Alright, so mean value of any discrete random variable capital X is given as mx is equal to e of x, which is equal to summation I going from 1 to n xi probability of xi. So we'll see how this first equation comes. Now let's take an example. Consider the discrete random variable x, which can take on the values x1, x2, x3 till xn. Let us assume that we perform the experiment n number of times, that is n number of trials are conducted. Out of that, x1 is the outcome which appears n1 times, x2 outcome appears n2 times, and so on and so forth till xn appears n number of times. So that is total number of trials n is the sum of all these numbers, that is n1 plus n2 plus till nn. Okay, so mean value of x, okay, the average of x, when we calculate, we take it as arithmetic sum of all the values of x, okay, that is how many times they are appearing, alright, divided by total number of values of x. So mx, which is the mean of x, which will be written as x1 is appearing n1 times, so n1 times x1 plus n2 times x2 plus and so on and so forth till nn times xn, divided by total number of values of x, which is n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus till nn, which is written as capital N number of trials. So this equation we can write it as n1 divided by n times x1 plus n2 divided by n times x2 plus and so on and so forth till nn number of divided by n times xn. So as the number of trials n approaches infinity, if we take the limit, we can write this equation, the above equation, as mx is equal to limit as n tends to infinity n1 divided by n times x1 plus limit n tends to infinity n2 divided by n x2 and so on and so forth. We already know the probability theory. Basic definition of probability is that probability of A is given as limit as n tends to infinity na divided by n. So if we write that limit as n tends to infinity n1 divided by n as probability of x1, okay, similarly n2 divided by n is nothing but probability of that x2. Similarly, limit n tends to infinity and n divided by n is the probability of xn. So mx is nothing but the value x1, all these values x1, x2, xn, okay, so on and so forth, multiplied by the respective probabilities. So mx is written as x1 px1 plus x2 into px2 plus so on and so forth till xn multiplied by probability of xn. So it can be written in the summation format as summation I goes from 1 to n xi pxi. So this was if the random variables were discrete random variables. Obviously if we have a mean, okay, mean value of a continuous random variable, we can write it as mx is equal to the summation. Instead of summation, we will be having the integration. So integration minus infinity to infinity, okay, xi is nothing but x, and all these weighted probabilities which are there is nothing but the probability density function. So mx in terms of continuous random variable, okay, mx will be given as minus infinity to infinity x into fx of x dx, that is pdf, okay, and it will be written as the equation 2. Now similarly, if we have a function of x and we need to find out its mean, okay, the function of x, let it be denoted by g of capital X, okay, and we need to find out the mean of these particular values. So expectation of g of x, we can write it as wherever that x was, whatever the x was, that will be just substituted as g of x. So we will be having it as minus infinity to infinity g of x fx of x dx, okay, this will be equation 3. Then the second terms that we will go for, in which we will be getting all these terms like variance, standard deviation, which are the most commonly used terms, mean square value. Okay, they are nothing but they are called as moments. Okay, so let's just define the nth moment of a random variable x. Generalized nth moment of a random variable x is defined as, if we have g of x, okay, some particular function, if it is defined as x raised to n. Okay, nth moment is defined as x raised to n, second moment will be defined as x raised to 2, third moment as x raised to 3, and so on and so forth. So expectation of this g of x, okay, we can use equation 3. It is just written as expectation of x raised to n. Okay, so it will be written as expectation of x raised to n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x raised to n fx of x dx. Okay, so this is the generalized equation. Out of these, the first two moments are the most used ones in statistics. So that is, if you put n is equal to 1, that is e of x. So e of x is nothing but the mean, okay, which is equal to, you put n is equal to 1 in the equation, so it becomes nothing but the equation of the mean. So first moment of random variable x is same as its mean value. Okay, if you put n is equal to 2, again we get e of x square. Now let's see what it means. So if you put e of x square, okay, x raised to n is equal to 2, so it becomes nothing but equal to minus infinity to infinity integral x square fx of x dx. So it is nothing but all these PDFs probabilities, they are multiplied by square functions, so it is nothing but mean square value. So we have been using these terms many number of times, root, mean square value. Okay, so the second moment is also very important in terms of statistics. So if n is equal to 2, that is e of x square, it is nothing but so mean square value. Now there are some moments, these are the moments which are about the origin, that is, this is nothing but e of x minus 0 or e of x square minus 0. So these are the moments about the origin, they are starting about the origin. Now there are some particular moments which are they are about the mean, they are centered about the mean, which we call them as central moments. Okay, so central moments are the moments of difference between the random variable x and its mean, that is mx. So here mean is at its center and not about the origin. For these earlier moments, the origin was at the, meaning the center was at the origin. Over here, the central moments center is at the mean. So these are the moments of difference between the random variable capital X and its mean. So nth central moment is defined as e of x minus mean, that is mx raised to n. So here we substitute x minus mx raised to n. Okay, so it goes from the integral goes from minus infinity to infinity x minus mx raised to n fx of x dx. Okay, so this is the generalized nth central moment, or we call them as nth moment about the mean. So for n is equal to 1, if you substitute n is equal to 1 over here, you will be getting x fx of x minus mx. So that is mean minus mean. So central moment is going to be 0. Okay, if you put n is equal to 2, that is the second central moment. Okay, so you put n is equal to 2 over here, what we will be getting is called as the variance. So in short form we call it as var of x, that is variance of x is written as e of x minus mx square, that is n is equal to 2. So in terms of integration, it is minus infinity to infinity integral x minus mx the whole square fx of x dx. So this variance is denoted as sigma x square. Okay, so sigma x square is written as variance of x and it is given by that equation in terms of integral. Now expanding that particular equation, that is sigma x square, we have written as e of x minus mx the whole square. Okay, so it is written as e of if you substitute that a minus b the whole square formula, so you get x square minus 2mx into x plus mx the whole square. So you put this expectation operator separately for all these terms, so you get e of x square minus 2mx e of x plus mx square. So e of x and mx is one and the same, so you substitute e of x as mx, so you will be getting e of x square minus 2mx into mx plus mx square. So that is e of x square minus 2mx square plus mx square. So you will be getting e of x square minus mx square. So this is one more equation which you write in terms of the variance. So variance is equal to e of x square, that is mean square value, minus the mean the whole square. Okay, so variance is written as the mean square value minus the mean the whole square. So sigma x square is e of x square minus mx square. Now the root of this, the square root of this is called as a standard deviation. So it is denoted as just sigma x. Okay, sigma x square was variance, sigma x is standard deviation. So standard deviation is nothing but the square root of this particular value of equation 8. So it is root of e of x square minus mx square. So with this we finish with the basics. Okay, in the next class we'll be doing the numericals based on these statistical averages.